What up and welcome to my channel. And today we're gonna be making another delicious recipe, chicken and gravy over rice, okay? Soulful Sunday vibes. And make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment, and it's gonna be another easy recipe for you. So just lock in and let's get into it. So first off, I got half a green pepper, half an onion, and a little less than half of a jalapeno pepper. Okay, those are the only veggies I got. I'm using and utilizing things that I have in the house already, okay? That's what I'm all about. This is all about convenience. Yes, okay? And I had like 2 chicken breasts. 2 nice sized chicken breasts. I just diced them up real, as tiny as I wanted them. I basically just diced it up as small as possible. Okay, because I'm gonna be doing something a little differently than I normally do with my chicken and gravy over rice. So just like I said, just lock in. So I started off with some ranch seasoning, a little SAZÓN, and some onion powder. Okay, and I added the rest of my garlic powder. I only had a little bit left, so I just added the rest of that in there and I mixed it up. Okay, mix it up real good. I put 2 SAZÓN packets in. Okay, just so you know that I put 2 SAZÓN packets in. I only had less than half of ranch seasoning left, and then like I said, onion powder and literally maybe a tablespoon of garlic powder left. Like I didn't have much of. I just, like I said, I'm utilizing everything I have in the house because I didn't want to leave, and that is good for me, and I pat myself on the back because I usually have to leave the house and go get at least 1 or 2 ingredients. I didn't have to do that this time, so I love that. I love when I don't have to go and leave or I don't need nothing. Okay, I love when I don't have to. Don't get me wrong. I love shopping. I love grocery shopping when nobody's there. Okay, I'm one of those shoppers that like to shop when it's like maybe 2 or 3 people in there. So either real early or like it's not safe. But I like shopping at night too. I prefer shopping at night, but everything not being 24 hours no more. It's not the same vibes. So it's close to when the store about to close as possible because then it's only gonna be a little bit of people in there. So at this point, I just cooked the chicken breast until it was done. Okay, you see that color? You just cooked it until it was done. And you're going to put that to the side. Now, normally in this situation, I would, add my flour on top of my chicken and then form the gravy. That's how I normally will make it to make my chicken gravy. But I'm going to do something different this time. Because like I always say, especially if you're new here, because I do always say this, I like to do something differently than I did the first time. And every time I make something, I hardly ever make it the same. Okay, I'm usually either adding some ingredients or using different seasonings. Something is getting switched up here. That's what's going on. So, but like I said, it's gonna be real simple. I'm all about easy, convenient, and simple recipes. Okay, so now I just chopped. I threw in the onion, the jalapeno pepper, and the green pepper. Okay, jalapeno pepper, that's optional. You ain't got to do that. You could just do the onion and pepper if you want to, but this so happening to be the time of the month for me, and I love spice and chocolate for some reason during the time of the month. For my women, my girlies out there, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody else get different cravings, but I love spicy stuff and I love chocolate when it's time. So that's why I had to add the jalapeno pepper. Okay, I did add a little bit of Cajun seasoning just to add just a little bit more spice, but optional. I'm just telling you what I did. So at this point, I just threw some butter in there, like maybe a couple tablespoons of butter, and we just, sauteing the onion and the peppers just until they get a little color on them, until they caramelized a little bit. So then I'm gonna add the flour on top. Okay, and I'm eyeballing it. Sprinkle, start with a small little thing, and I'm gonna whisk it up. Just follow what I'm doing, okay? I didn't add too much flour. Once again, this is not a measurement site. If you want measurements, you're not going to get it here. I'm going to give you all the ingredients I use. I just want you to follow what I'm doing. Just follow and literally look at the screen and look at what I'm doing. Okay? Because I am an eyeballer just like most of the world is. Okay? You should be lucky that you're getting the recipe. Okay? Because some people don't even be recording. But luckily, I have a thing about, firstly, I love creating anyway because I cook every day, so I'm always going to be cooking. But I like showing y'all the process anyway because you see the outcome be so beautiful, So why not show you what it took to get to that point, So I just started adding water just as I was going. I was stirring and adding. So like a cup at a time, stirring and adding until I got the consistency that I wanted. You want this to, like that, you want the flour to be completely mixed. Okay, you want the flour to be completely, you want it mixed. Because at this point, we're going for color. We want this to with the peppers and everything is already caramelized. But at this point, we mix it and get into the consistency that we want with the water and the flour because this is going to become our gravy. Okay, and we're not adding I'm not adding the chicken until I get the color that I want and the consistency that I want. Because when it starts to thicken up, that's when I'm gonna add the chicken in. Okay, so then I'm gonna add the chicken in, then I'm gonna cook it for a little bit on like a medium heat, and then it's gonna become one. But that's after it's mixed thoroughly and all, and you know, all the good stuff. So at this point, I'm just allowing it to heat up, because you see it smoking. You see it starting to smoke. It's starting to heat up. I'm just going to keep stirring because I don't want it to be clumped up. You're going to keep doing this. Keep stirring it with your whisk. Keep whisking it because you don't want it to get clumped up. You don't want that, because flour will clump up. We don't need that. Okay. So then I added some Cajun seasoning, a little bit of onion powder. Okay. And orange pepper. As you can see, I only have a little bit left because this was a hit. Between the lime pepper and the orange pepper, I love them both. Okay. If you haven't tried either one of them yet, try them. Try them. OM jizzle. Okay, they are fire. Both the season. I love citrus seasonings. Okay, it's a hit. You see that? You see that thickness? It's starting to thicken up. As it starts to heat up, I'm like a medium heat here, like a medium high heat. But we're gonna, as it starts to thicken up, we're gonna turn it down to like a medium heat, because it's gonna start bubbling. You know, it's gonna start when it gets to a sizzle. You're gonna, you know, we're doing that. We get to the sizzling and start bubbling, then you're going to add the chicken. We almost at the adding the chicken point, but we not there yet. So keep mixing. If you got to add some more water, you can, especially if you want more gravy. That's on you, okay? Because, you know, it's going to thicken up either way once you refrigerate it, but some people like a lot of gravy, because then if you going, you know, if you plan to stretch it, of course, you're going to make up more gravy. Or if you got more chicken that I made, which I told you I only use a couple breasts, then you're going to use more water and more flour, okay? You need to have it at a good ratio. Your flour to water ratio needs to be at even. You need an even ratio so it can thicken up and it can't get clumped up. Okay, so just keep mixing. Okay, make sure you taste it. I said that was a coincidence that I tasted it right then, but make sure you taste it, just in case you ain't got to add no more seasonings. I just rotated the same seasonings I was already using, and as you can see, the color is coming. Okay, now you can get it as dark as you want, or you can stop here. You know, either way, you can stop as soon as it thickens up. Because at this point, at any point right now, you can start adding your chicken in so it could thicken up and everything can become one. Because that's what's important. Because that's why I say I like to season everything individually, so that everything can have individual flavor. But then when you make stuff like this, you want it to come together and become one. So even though I cooked the chicken separately, I still cooked it in the same pot as this. So it technically is kind of a one potter meal or one potter thing. So once I got it to the taste that I wanted and the consistency that I wanted, that's when I added the chicken in. Boom, there's the chicken. Add that in with all the juices that it was cooked in. Well, it wasn't really, I didn't get too much juice, as you can see, because I took it right out the pan and then I added the peppers and onions. First of all, we ain't wasting no dishes. I'm all for one pot meals. If I can use the same pot, I'm going to do that. Okay, I prefer it. So at this point, add your chicken in. Okay, add your chicken in and let this thicken up. Let everything become one. Put the pot on, not the pot. Put the top on it. Cover it and let it thicken up. Okay, because now we at the consistency that we want, and this is about to become the chicken and rice that we making. You know, this is the goal. This is where we want it to be. So at this point, that's all you're gonna do. You're going to let this like basically cook for a second on like a medium-ish low heat, just so the chicken and the gravy can like really come together. So mix it well, cover it, let it, you know, do its thing for a second, just kind of simmering, and you're going to be done. Okay. Now I already made some rice. Make sure you follow the bag. Make sure you read the bag too, because reading is fundamental. I just found out that some rices don't have to be washed. Okay. Every rice does not have to be washed. Make sure you just read the bag. Read the bag and follow the bag, okay? And make sure you make this. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, okay? Because this was delicious. Delicious, delicious, delicious. And make sure you read in the bag. Because I follow the bag of the rice. I do the 1 cup to the 2 cup ratio for the rice. And then, you know, let it boil. And then cover for 15 minutes. Boom, you're done, okay? Especially the Walmart rice. The Walmart white rice, follow the bag, it's going to be done in no time. If it don't say to wash it, don't wash it. And it'll tell you not to wash it or not. Just reading is fundamental. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back for more recipes, okay? Because this was deliciousness. And you know I'm always coming back with another convenient, easy recipe. Okay? Just keep following. Everything will be in the description box below. Okay?